a friend of mine, who we're going to call Goose, texted me the other day and said the auction house he likes to auction stuff to, or from, I should say, was auctioning off an old receiver. He didn't know what it was. He's not in a ham radio. But he sent me the link, and I took a look. And it was for a Hallicrafters Skyrider Defiant, a SX24. I apologize for the lighting. It is really horrible. So anyway, I went and picked it up this morning. The funny story about this is I put a $100 bid on it online and figured that'd be the end of it. The radio would probably go for several $100 in as is condition, and I'd never see it. So he texts me yesterday and goes, "Hey, did you win that auction? Because that radio is no longer active and it's showing sold." And I said, "Not that I'm aware of." So I went and looked online, and sure enough, they were generating an invoice, and I got the radio for $90 plus a $23 service fee. And I just got back from picking it up. And it looks really good. The lighting in my living room doesn't do it justice. But the labeling is really nice. I played with a couple of switches. They seem to work pretty well. I mean, nothing's sticking. They all have good feel. Power button right there, that one, with volume. That's kind of cool. So yeah, I mean, this all looks really good. And the dial works. I don't see any massive discoloration. I mean, the faceplate's a little cloudy. Same goes with this meter and that meter. But this was probably built somewhere around 1939, and I'm not the least bit surprised by the cloudiness of the panels. They still look really good. I can tell you from experience, it's very heavy, especially on the right-hand side, because the right-hand side seems to be where the giant transformer is. So I was really worried that for my $90, I'd be getting a metal case with dials and knobs and stuff on the front and meters and all that good stuff, and there would be nothing inside, no vacuum tubes or anything. So I opened it up when I got it home. I didn't have a chance to when I picked it up, and it looks like everybody's there. Sorry about the angles. Maybe I can raise my wheelchair up a bit and do better on this. I think I will. So let me raise my chair up so I can get a little height here. But, you know, it's obviously been taken care of, at least in one point in its life. Somebody had kept it clean. There's not enough dust and dirt in here to say, hey, this thing's been sitting for, since 1939, for a good better part of 80 some odd years. And it all looks pretty good. I mean, there's a little bit of dust on tops of the tubes. Yeah, nothing major. Looks okay. Some of the wiring feels a bit iffy. I mean, look at that. It goes to that panel light, but it's a bit stiff, but the insulation's still there. And I think the same thing goes for all of this stuff up here. Wirings are a little stiff, but the insulation's not coming apart. When I opened it up, I discovered this and a crystal. I can't read what the crystal says. It's there, it's labeled, but my phone's not going to pick it up, I'm afraid. But I opened this up, at least to this page, and it's got a name there. And more importantly, it's got a date. What was that, 6/11/82. So this crystal came from Yesu, according to this receipt. So I know that at least in 82, somebody must have been using this. Now, I don't know if this is the old crystal, and he'd taken it out and put the new one in, and this one's just sitting here as reference in case he needs to replace it again or something. So I don't know what kind of shape it's in. But there you go. There's the receipt. There's the date. So I mean, this thing's 42 years old just for this. So I thought, that's pretty cool. There's some history there. And it looks like a whole, let's see, COD, $4.50. So yeah, kind of neat. So I'm going to, at least at the moment, I'm just going to leave that in there. I don't want to lose track of it. No way am I plugging it in. For one thing, the power cord is looking a little iffy. It's non-polarized, so I'd like to put a cable on here that is polarized. I don't want to mess with trying to figure out chassis ground and earth ground and put a 3-prong cord on here, but it'll get a new one of these. And it's too bad the end of this is wore out because the rest of this power cord is in really good shape. It's flexible, it's not cracking, nothing's wrong with it. It's pretty nice. So I'm looking forward to doing a restore on this. I'm positive. Oh, look at that. You can see into the dials with the lid open. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Meters. Yeah. Can't see into that meter. Oh, well, maybe if I can get over here. Ah, there we go. So yeah, look at that. Awesome. A little discoloration on the faceplate right here. Not sure what's up with that. And the same thing goes for this. It's got, oh, I know what that is. It's not discoloration. That's a shadow from these guys right here, reflecting off of that, where the lamps install. So I'm really looking forward to getting this fixed up enough that I can play with it as a receiver. I've got more modern equipment. But, you know, these old tube radios are so cool that they're kind of worth keeping around. And I've owned tube ham gear in the past. I always thought it was pretty cool, even though it was a little more challenging to work with than modern solid-state equipment. But yeah, there it is. So Goose, this video is mostly for you. This thing, like I said, it looks fantastic. We got grill work on the side, grill work on this side. I'm not going to try and spin it around right now. That takes 2 hands. It's all I could do to carry it in the house in my lap. But yeah, this will be neat. It'll be exciting to get it running again and listen to it. Oh, and it came with this nifty headset. I don't know what kind of condition the cable is in there at the connector side, but it's got an earpiece, like right there. Man, I can't get it to focus. Yeah, it's just not enough good light in my house. But you don't wear it. This thing's on a wand. And you hold it up to your ear. You grab hold of that end right there. And you hold this up to your ear. How trippy is this? I have never seen anything like this. Cloth cable. It's really cool. I genuinely hope it works. Because that would be kind of a neat add-on. It's very spiffy. And it came with an alignment and service guide of some sorts. Pretty thin, not too much data there. But hopefully enough to work on the radio. And I'm pretty sure there's a schematic on the back. I can't get that to focus, but there's a schematic on the back. So that'll be handy. Anyway, that's it for this. But I just felt like I wanted to share.